9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2.
I hit the switch. The timer restarts at 21,600, thus 6 hours in layman's terms. I breathed out a heavy sigh, relieved that the switch had worked. I don't know why, but every time I come to flip the switch, I get paranoid that it's not going to work. Maybe it would help if I knew what the switch actually did. But I don't. I've got no idea. I just know that it's my job to flip it before the timer goes up. That means every 6 hours, I have to get up and turn the switch, restarting the counter. Outside of that, well, hey, my life's pretty great. Sort of. Well, it's boring, actually. A whole lot of nothing. There's no one else down here. At least, not that I've ever met. No music, no radio, nothing that could potentially distract me from the timer that is steadily ticking down, down, down on a constant. A sigh escapes from me. I sag backwards into the office chair shoved in at the desk. The only thing on the desk is a sheet of paper, reminding me about the time limits. The only thing on the wall behind the desk is the switch itself. Big, heavy black cords run from the switch, over the ceiling, and out of the room. I get up, following them. This is far, far from the first time that I follow them. The counter is audible. It's a deep, droning voice in the background.
21,509, 21,508, 21,507.
The switch room, as I've mentally dubbed it, attaches to the center of the hive. The hive is a large concrete structure, miles and miles beneath the surface of the earth. It's some sort of a bunker, and I don't really know why I'm here. I woke up in this place about a week ago. No memories of anything before. Hell, I don't even know my name. I don't know how old I am. I don't know where I was born, who my mother was, or what I might have done before I woke up here. I know that my hair is short and red. My eyes are green. And when I talk, there's the barest hints of an accent. I don't know what sort of accent. I don't know where I'm from, and I don't know where I'm at. I know that that droning voice at the counter is the only thing that I've heard in all the time that I've been here. A few weeks, judging by the amount of times that I've flipped the switch, but honestly, I don't know the exact date. When I first woke up, I was using pen and paper to keep track of how many times I flipped the switch. But after a little bit, I started to forget about that. And once I realized that I had missed it a few times, then it seemed pretty pointless to keep track of something that I might have actually been wrong over. Like an insect hive, the main center of the bunker has a whole load of tunnels attached to it. There are, of course, doors on some of them. Big, heavy metal things. I've tried everything that I can to get those doors to open, but there hasn't been a single ounce of success to be seen. My fingernails are the only thing that gave even an ounce. Some of the other tunnels that branch off the main center of the bunker, they're sitting open. If they have doors on them, I've never figured out how to shut them. One of them leads to my bedroom. There's an alarm next to the bed, and I set it to wake me up in time to flip the switch. There are several spare alarms sitting around too. I guess in case one of them breaks, or if I get too tired and need more than one to wake me. There are notebooks, pencils, and a single pair of clothes to switch between. Soft white sweatpants and a soft white shirt. 2 of each, with a single white sweatshirt that I can pull on if I get cold. There's a bathroom with a simple basin tub and a sink and a toilet. Massive pipes attached to the walls carry the water. It comes out ice cold, so I try not to use it more than I absolutely need to. There's something about the place that just feels haunted and strange. Also, there's no way out. I've tried looking for one. At the very top of the center of the bunker, there's a hatch of some sort, but it's been welded shut. Plus, it's way too high up for me to reach, even if I stacked every piece of furniture on here on end and made a legit go for it. And there aren't any ladders or anything like that. I've checked, because I thought that there should be, I don't know, a way to get up there for emergencies? Maintenance? Something. But as far as I can tell, I must have been lowered down into here through the hatch, and then the ladder was pulled out. It was wielded shut behind me. No idea why or by who or where the bunker is located. That about covers it. Except for the wires. See, there's this tunnel where the wires, the one coming from the switch that run over the ceiling, wrap into. The thick black cords drop from the ceiling to the wall and run along the length of it. There are no lights in the hallway, but plenty of flashlights and storage bins, along with ample amounts of food, mostly MRE-style meal kits, and water, along with a water purifier kit. Clearly, you're supposed to be ready for a long walk. Like, a massively long walk. An impossibly long walk. I've tried seeing where they go. The tunnel is miles and miles long. And though I went into it with the flashlight, there wasn't actually anything to look at. It's just a straight stretch of concrete in the middle of the ground, going on seemingly forever, with the cords attached to it. Rationally, I know that the cords have to be going somewhere. There's an end to that tunnel, and it's probably not even that many miles off. 10 of them, maybe. 20 at the most. I'm totally guessing on those numbers, but still. I bet if I gathered up as much of the food and water that I could and wrapped it into the blanket from my bed to carry, I could make it to the end of the tunnel. There's just one problem. I would never get back to the switch in time. I know. I've tried. When I first woke up, I took off down this tunnel at a run. I made it just under 3 hours before I realized that it was a 3-hour walk back to where the switch was waiting for me. I made it to the console with literal seconds to spare and flipped the switch. I haven't been bold enough to try and get down the tunnel since then. And I know that if I want out of this place, that's where I need to go. It's going to be the only way. I know that. And I want to get out of here. I want to get out of here so badly that it practically hurts. This biting, burning thing that sits in the back of my chest and makes my whole body shake. I do. But I don't know what's going to happen if the timer hits the end, and I'm not here to flip it back over and restart the clock. It has to be counting down to something, right? And with a place this big, I feel like that something must be seriously monumental. Like, the kind of thing that you don't want to mess up on. The cords are tempting. Freedom is tempting. Trying to figure out who I am and why I'm down here. That's tempting like a golden apple. But at the end of the day, I'm too scared to find out what's going to happen when the timer hits 0. I think that I'll just wait in here for a while longer instead. Who knows? Maybe one day, someone else will show up and finally explain to me what kind of a dead man switch I'm working.
Subscribe today. Or